We're back with Coffee Talk, episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. This is now day 9, and it is Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. The Evening Whisper. World Golem Culture Center's grand opening to be held in Baton. Okay. Lunar cell panel protest ready for first test. Okay. All right, let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up, and the weather keeping quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Gala, I thought. Hyde. Good evening, Mr. Hyde. Mr. Gala? Nice to see you two. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. ... Goodness, are you having issues with children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Fury is giving me a hard time. Your Fury? Is it a full moon already? Nope, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms? Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury, and that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms are depending on who you ask, and it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can even give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small, but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I feel pretty sore and more tired than usual. And a bit cranky as well. Yeah. Is there a drink that I could help you with? I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Cobalt. Since a gala can smooth your Fury, maybe it'll work pre-Fury as well? Maybe, but I think it needs to be more relaxing. Like a gala had, but with no caffeine. And maybe blue. Gala tea. Here you go, a gala tea for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Cobalt? No, it just takes a bit of soul searching to tailor to the situation and so on. That almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. ... Call it a sixth sense. Right. Let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. ... What's with the long look, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Cobalt, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on. I wasn't that bad. No, I was tired. I was tired today. I nearly fell asleep on the job. But mostly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I never seen you like this. I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You see that, but then you spend entire. You say that. I'm gonna start this again. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And hide. I barely keep it together as it is. You should know by now how I feel when fury is about to hit. ... Yeah. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one. Lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Looking so glum, it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please help me. Help him, Cobalt. I'm at my wit's end. ... Mr. Hyde? Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if I wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearly 40 years old. And I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years in vampire years. I'm not saying how old that is in any other species years. Eyes on the prize, Cobalt. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. Hey, there's no need to shout. Well, I'm also irritated about it. I'm not exactly used to sitting around, twiddling my thumbs. But modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You're trying to leave modeling behind then. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while, so they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I feature in stay on billboards for months. And I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with these wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished moments. But then social media came. It all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posted it online, and it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in, and everything's forgotten. Blink, and it's gone. Then there's no bond to build there. Isn't that change these days, though, with slow fashion and the like? That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothing too. I salute that, but the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You have mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it don't constitute a bond. But it doesn't constitute as a bond. So are you saying that like to leave? Sorry, I'm skipping words now. You were saying that you'll like to leave. More of a mark? Dot dot dot. Maybe so. It would be fine if I did something that people remembered. That became a part of their lives in real ways. You do know you have people in your life in the real way, right? People who will always remember you. That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Dot dot dot. Do you see what I'm dealing with, Cobalt? It does seem to be a bit thorny issue. Perhaps you would like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, that sounds nice. This makes me something I like. Anything you see me enjoy recently or when we first met? Yeah, coffee. Ginger. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. Seems you like this well. Here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. Nice, Cobalt. And you lost your bet, Hyde. A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he liked, even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right. And Mr. Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At my place of my choosing. Ugh. You're going to pick that horrible steakhouse, aren't you? You're gonna pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You said it, Hyde. Huh? You won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah. I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face. Why would you? Why won't you? Lua. Oh, hi everyone. Hey Lua. Hey Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I want to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it's been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments. Sometimes other days. I see what you did there. It's alright. They're kind of fun to watch. Haha. And now that's in my video. How are things with you two, by the way? Let's just me order before I answer. Is that alright, Cobalt? Of course. What would you like? I spent the whole day taking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you recommend for that? I recommend something of honey. Yep, lemon honey. Oh my gosh. Sounds great. I love I love a lemon honey drink then, please. This is what the guide said. Why does it do that? Ah, might be an iPod thing. Lemon honey coffee. Oh my gosh. Here you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Cobalt. Oh, this is truly lovely, just what I needed. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities in decision making. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. You're not gonna clear the one on the overlay. Overlays just take are much shorter now. It's so nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your question earlier, Gala, you probably gathered that Belle and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hai told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Baze means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks I like. And I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me. But it's getting annoying. Oh, I'm hiccuping. And then I started feeling guilty that I am annoying. Which makes me more annoyed. It's not great, I know. It would be easier if we always acted rational. If we always got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although I guess if you figured out what annoys you, it would help. No, I was busy this morning in family. I was out all day today. No, you can send. Can you send that to me in Discord so I always have a note of it, please? Please and thank you. Okay. That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bales to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though. I realize that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues, caters, the more it all feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding stuff itself. I want to get married to Belle. But the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friend's wedding before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They they rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They were designing dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at these I used to look at that and think, this is great. This is what I want. But now it just feels more and more off to me. Gotta fix my raid thing. Why don't you tell your fiance that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to him. That's up to how you communicate, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you know, all that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Dales wants to honor that. He feels awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think. Instead of working out your own wants and needs, you do realize that the important bit, right? I think Hyde is very much like a psychiatrist, someone to listen to, like some kind of counselor. Or something that he can go into. I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate its properties for starters? Right, right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you met him. The blonde guy with the puppy eyes. Right. I guess you remember that, because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friend who got married. And the stranger who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to you. Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. You can see Gala's face is just looking down. So he's definitely thinking what Hyde is saying. Having its trainer at a fast food joint, if that's what you like. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simple wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty dress and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just, my family might have certain expectations. There she goes again. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do. Or maybe they just think they do. The only way to find out is just talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey also become your family? You are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you should put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't. Should I? Well, I've definitely got not being quiet today, Nightbot. Nightbot says, if you see me quiet, don't be scared to ask me a question or two. You've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. There you go, Gala. Amazing how you perked up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should be a therapist. Haha. I so called that. I so called that. Hmm? Yeah? Jeez. Thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with what. Oh my god, my eyes are getting watery. But I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. He finds it too improperment. Wants to leave a mark. Wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? Now the story is shifting again. I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer. Where's my microphone? There it is. And she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lunged the outfit there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out a old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen someone like I had not seen someone like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it like something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said it prefers it because of the way it captures the light. And also because it's always slower experience. Something that would always allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual posing, switching, posing some more, but something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the times, we were just talking. She only took pictures once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep. Most fashion photographers take dozens of photos in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know how. I thought she didn't know what she was doing, and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time, and we got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portraying portrait of her, and then suggested I come up with her to her darkroom. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they come out. You did, however, have a fun of 4 dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me. You know, a me I could recognize. But that's not even what struck with me the most. I care she puts into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemistry phase, hanging them, drying them like it was watching a magical ritual. And her portrait. When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera. And it was the first time she really liked a portrait someone took of her. Yeah, I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales. Or to launch into a soppy monologue, really. Just forget it. Dot dot dot. No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea, I think, of another career for you. Please share, Lou. You're doing both of us a solid. Go on, then. Well, maybe it's because I looked at so many of them recently. But apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you say, it captures the light beautifully. And it's more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that. Who, me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. Who's that? Who? I think you got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one of those weddings gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Oh well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental, and you love to cheer people up. Look at Lou just laughing after that line. You solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offended the parents. She laughed again, but mostly important, you do something for these people that they never forget. They look at your pics their whole lives. It's not. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced? I don't know if this is right topic for Miss Lou. It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. I thought that's career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless, Gala said. I'm falling asleep in my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? You're right. That's like you as well. I have some thinking to do. Some talking to do. Thanks again, Hyde, and good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Cobalt. See you later. Good night, you two. Just me and the vampire. Here we go again. Last one sitting. Indeed. Proper night owls. Didn't say anything about that wedding photo idea. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? Not that it's for me to say, but I couldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoy the whole film photography experience. You do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes. But I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then next thing you know, I don't want to sound too depressed. ... So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You know, Amanda, that one in the spacesuit, is supposed to be learning about love, and Hyde's supposed to be learning about this love. So I'm gonna really say something like this might pick up again later in the game. You could choose to keep supporting someone to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, families, lovers. But in the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one. Not really. I know. I tried. The one time I tried, it really didn't work out. But did you regret trying? No, I guess I didn't. It's confirming for me that marriage and the like, it never is going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself, giving me space to build our relationship that works much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it, willing to share their lives so closely, even if it's for the most of them, it won't pan out. There's something beautiful there, like watching a butterfly too close to a flame, or like a flower blooming like it would never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute, when I said we'll be together forever, I meant it. I'm sure felt forever. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating, and something worth helping others, and sometimes worth helping others, helping other people celebrate. Dot dot dot. You're a tricksy one, Cobalt, and I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say, I appreciate our one-to-one chats. I hope we can provide you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's pretty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species. Even then, he'll grow old before I do, eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I'll feel again the way I feel now, in a century, maybe two. And Lou and Gaia won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. You will. Am I right, Cobalt? Dot dot dot. This is very respectful of you, Mr. Hyde. You've grown to know me well, quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyways, I'm looking forward to that, to continue our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We will make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to browse for some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. But some of us will. And that is the end for day 9. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like my YouTube channel. But if you're watching this, I do stream on Twitch as well. Same name, CobaltFox Plays.